Hello everyone, it's Kevin, your Aptpreneur, and there are jets flying over my house today. Jets flying over my house today. So if you start hearing this noise, that's probably them. I don't know what's going on, to be honest, but they're doing something up there. And now let's talk about Quebec, and let's talk about London, and Uber's involvement with them, because I have seen many headlines that Uber tries diplomacy. Uber humbles themselves in front of London, because if there's one thing I have definitely gathered is that Uber does not want to get kicked out of London. And why would they? That is one of the few areas that they have expanded where they have found some degree of success. So to lose the license to operate there is a big deal for them. It's a very big deal for them. And they don't want to lose it. And Uber's CEO wrote a big open letter apologizing for the way Uber's acted in the past, that they want to regain people's trust, and that they really don't want to lose the license to operate in London. Now then, people also made fun of this apology because it joins a long list of apologies from Uber. Uber seems to do nothing but apologize, and until there is actual consequence for what they are doing, they are slow to act. In fact, they normally don't act. They think an apology will solve everything. But it's like the old biblical parables where the kids do something wrong and they apologize. And it's like, yes, but a price still needs to be paid. There still needs to be a punishment for the crime. And Uber has largely avoided that for a long time. But that does not appear to be the case. London is pretty much sticking firm with their decisions. And this situation, above all else, has shown that maybe Uber's new CEO is not going to be as good for the company as we had hoped. In fact, if anything, Uber seems to be regressing into their old ways. Hence why I'm titling this video, something along the lines of, is old Uber interfering with new Uber? Because that is pretty much what's going on. If it had just been where Uber had lost their London license and they apologized and they were trying to get it back and they were going to be nice to do it, that might be one thing. This would have been their chance to sweet talk their way into a good deal. But a few situations happened in the meantime. First of all, Uber started sending PR and lawyers over to the mayor of London to berate him for letting the license go. That is an old Uber tactic. Quebec announced new requirements on Uber to train their drivers better, which, by the way, I agree with. I don't think Uber drivers are trained very well at all. I mean, it's not super complicated, but I mean, heck, at least Lyft sends someone to take a ride with you and see how you drive. So there you go. And Uber announced they were leaving Quebec because of these regulations. Rather than play by the rules, they would just get out until the government bowed to their needs. That's an old Uber tactic. Not only that, in London itself, a couple drivers sued Uber for not being paid very well, which is something Uber knows this. And Uber should have done this with that. They should have A, settled, and B, agreed to concede to some of their demands, like better pay, like either a higher rate, a lower commission, or just a little bit of both. Just do something like that. I just hit the table. To show that they were a changed company. They have not. They are fighting it. That is an old Uber tactic. And all these things keep piling up to the point where you have to really wonder, did Uber change at all when they got their new CEO? And so far, the answer is looking to be no. No, they did not. They did not change at all. And this is a problem, of course. And it's super discouraging as well because, again, people act like I hate Uber, and I don't. I love Uber. That is why I care so much. But here's the thing. If firing Travis Kalanick, shaking up the board, and getting a new CEO is not enough to get Uber to change their ways, then I'm sorry. This company will never change. It will never change. It will never do what it needs to do. Heck, not only will it never do what they need to do to ensure the future of their drivers, they will not do what they need to do to ensure the future of the company. The company will go bankrupt. They can't lose this money forever. They can't. I mean, they've probably got one more round of investment that's in them. and then that's it. And I think 3 years, 3 to 4 years, that's what we've got with them left. Enjoy it while you can, folks. It's just, they can't survive at this rate. And not only that, they don't seem interested in surviving. They do not. Because if their new CEO was serious, if he was truly serious about fixing this company, this scumbag, manipulative, unethical beast of a company, he would truly humble it. He would say, you're right. We did some really bad things. And not only did we do some bad things, we're going to start making some changes now. Hey, you people who are suing us for not paying you enough, you're right. We're going to start paying you a little bit better. Hey, Quebec, you say that we need to train our drivers better? Great. We will train our drivers better. We will do what we can to show that we are new and we are willing to work with people. But no, Uber is not doing that. They refuse. They refuse to do anything to improve. They are still under this mentality like, hey, we're too big to fail. So you know what? Hey, you want us to train more people? Screw you. We are going to just leave the country. Oh, you're not being paid enough? Well, screw you. Get out of our face. But London, please don't let us lose our license. This company does more damage to themselves than anyone possibly could. And there's one more thing I want to discuss. I was going to make it its own video, but let's discuss it now. Let's discuss it now. And that is their leasing program. Their car leasing program, it was announced yesterday that it's officially closing. I reported on it months ago and people lambasted me for saying, oh, well, it hasn't happened yet. And I was like, guess what? It's going to happen. And they found out that the losses on the car rental program were way, way worse than they had anticipated. They were losing about $9,000 a month on each car. A quarter of the cost of the car leasing these things out to drivers who might not have it. And so they have to bring that to an end because they're losing way too much money. But this speaks two things. One, this shows that they are truly not paying their drivers enough money, because if that's how much they're losing on the cars driving for Uber, then guess what? You need to pay your drivers more, because those cars are depreciating way too quickly. But here's the other thing. This is more solid proof that self-driving future ain't ever gonna happen. Uber doesn't want to own vehicles. They can't even lease the vehicles without losing money. If they actually own the vehicles, they would lose more money. And they can't do that. They're gonna replace the hundreds of thousands, if not millions of drivers on the road worldwide with self-driving cars, losing $9,000 a month on them, each one. Give me a break. And of course, I might be getting the numbers wrong for the record. So, people in the comments, I acknowledge that. But the bottom line is, Uber was losing a lot of money on the rental leasing. So they need the drivers. That is a fact. They need the drivers. And they need those drivers for a long time. And they're doing absolutely nothing for them. Doing nothing for them. Heck, they just took away the destination filter worldwide. From 6 to 2, and having 2 destination filters is like not having it at all. It really is. This is the new Uber. This is the new Uber. The 180 days of change has been correctly identified as 180 degrees of turnaround. Like, oh, we're new. No, we're not new. We're gonna head right in. So yeah, this is why Uber is failing. I don't even know if that's what the video is going to be called. This is why Uber is still failing. That's what I'm probably going to call the video. Like, let's just do that because, so, yeah. Uber. Let me put it this way. Uber, I like you. I like you. I like your service. I like what you've done. I like the opportunity you have given me. I want to see you succeed. And when I complain, my success is your success. I don't know why you're not interested in success. I really don't. I think you're interested in power, and I think you're interested in control. I don't think you're interested in being successful, though. I think you got too big, too quickly, and like a YouTuber who just finds a whole new amount of fame at a very young age, in a very short amount of time, who doesn't build his career to where he's earning that money, like really, truly earning it. Well, he tends to make a lot of dumb decisions, and he falls off the face of the earth. Uber, that's you. Your legacy is going to be you. You came, you made a lot of noise, and you went. In 4 years, I don't think you're going to be around. Lyft will probably still be around, though. They probably will be, but you won't be. So anyway, that's what I'm going to end it there. Now, of course, barring the "you need to get a real job" comments, what do you folks think about this? Do you think Uber can be saved at this point? I would love to know. Comment below, like, favorite, share, subscribe. If you enjoy my videos, consider becoming a Patreon member for as little as $1 a month, $5 a month to get access to exclusive videos. And as always, flame responsibly. Have a good one.